Hello.
Hi, welcome back
To This Week in Doom.
in Doom.
For us, in the past for you, it is the 17th of August.
Right?
And so this is what's current as of today.
This is new.
And guess what?
We went to the movies.
That's right. We got out of the house.
Yes,
And went to the theater
we did.
because it was a special occasion.
It was indeed.
We went to see Alien Romulus, y'all.
We did.
And took the husbands and everything.
Right? We had a double date.
We did at noon.
At 11:55.
Well, the movie didn't start for fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah, the movie didn't start until like 12 something.
Yeah,
20.
it took a while.
Yeah.
And what trailers did we see that we wanted to talk
my
about before we
God.
get into the movie?
First of all, there was a lot of commercials, and I was very disappointed in the lack of trailers because if you're going to go that fucking early, that's what I'm going to expect to see. But we did see another trailer for The Substance, which of course it still looked good.
It still looks really good, but ooh, Dennis Quaid
eating
Oh no.
in close up.
I'm going to say I'm not going to see that
No,
one in
not
the theater.
in the theater. Absolutely not. Not with the surround sound because I
sound?
was squirming in my recliner.
More than for Alien Romulus, I was
Yes. I was more grossed out by him eating like that shrimp cocktail.
Oh, it was just so close to his face.
Oh, it was so nasty, and he was chewing with his mouth open and talking with his mouth full of food. It was
nasty.
disgusting.
That's the body horror part.
Disgusting.
It's just Dennis Quaid
right?
eating.
It has nothing to do with any of that other shit. The other shit's just normal.
Yeah.
The disgusting part is Dennis Quaid fucking eating shrimp cocktail. It was so fucking gross.
But I feel like that's the only trailer we saw that looked like it was going to be really good.
Oh, there was that fucking demented Santa Claus movie.
The red
shit.
one?
Red one?
J. Jonah Jameson is a
Yes.
rich fucking Santa.
That's what he looked like in Oz.
Well, and then why is he ripped? Because then he immediately gets kidnapped and the
I know.
Rock has to save him? And Chris Evans?
They need an even more bigger dude. I don't know. Like, it was bizarre. It was like, I kept thinking it was a joke.
But
I
no.
kept thinking it was like going to be a commercial for something.
And it was from the makers of
What was
Jumanji Dad.
Jumanji, that's right. We both went like, Jumanji Dad.
Yeah, I think it was from the creators of Jumanji.
Yes, I think you're right. But I think it's
The
not.
new Jumanji,
Yes,
yeah.
not Jumanji Dad.
Yeah.
Not Jumanji Dad.
So what did we think of Alien?
I enjoyed it. I liked it.
I did too. So we're not going to give any spoilers.
No.
But we can talk about the fact that some people really did not like it.
I only saw a couple people that really did not like it.
We have a listener that I know really did not like it.
Well, yeah.
And see, for me, sci-fi is sci-fi. It's fiction. It's
Right.
fun. It's entertainment. It's scary. It's
Yeah.
not. I don't go into a movie looking to critique it necessarily. Does it
Well,
entertain me? Then
To be
I like
honest
it.
with you, I try to keep my expectations in hell. Like,
That
I keep
too.
it so low just because I don't want to be disappointed. So I'm just going to accept that. And I was pleasantly surprised. I had been really excited leading up to this because I really love all of the I
The
celebrate
Alien
the
series.
entire fucking catalog.
Yeah.
So,
And
like,
the practical effects were excellent.
absolutely.
The
that
only
was
effect
really
in the
cool.
whole movie that'll take you out of it, I won't spoil it because it's a spoiler to say what it is.
Yeah, there's
But there's a
part of that.
CGI thing that so takes you kind of, you
There
can't
is,
stop
like-
looking at this thing because
There's
you're
an
like, what the
insane
fuck?
amount of like callbacks.
Yes.
I will say if you
And that's
keep your
been the
eyes
complaint,
open,
but
there's, like,
also
a
what
ton.
people love.
I know, and I will say one of them was a little much. One of them was a little much. I will concede.
Yeah, some were subtle callbacks where it was just a
Yes.
scene that was kind of positioned in the
Reminiscent
same
or,
way,
like, whatever,
reminiscent
yeah.
to something, but there was a dialogue part where it was like, all right, there was really no.
Okay,
That was
like,
kinda-
we didn't need that.
It was even out of character for the character.
It didn't. It didn't fit.
No.
it didn't fit. So I will say that one bit.
I give it a
And
3.5
the other-
stars out of 5.
3.5 stars out of 5. Okay. I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, definitely not a 5, but it's enjoyable. I was entertained.
I really liked it. There was a couple of scenes, like when it was over, my palms were so wet.
I saw you squirming in your seat just like, at some of the end parts.
There was one part where I audibly said, "Oh no," in the theater. Oh no.
Oh no, not that.
No.
So yeah, it was good. Yeah. We recommend.
Yeah, I thought it was a good time. I enjoyed it. Well, and didn't you say also that some of the complaints was that they couldn't see what was going on?
Yeah, so for people who go and it seems really dark, it was not dark for us. Mm-mm. Like you could clearly see just about it. The only things you couldn't see are the things you never see in Alien, which are the xenomorphs hiding in the fucking walls.
Like you're not supposed to see them right out.
You don't see what the people don't see.
Exactly.
Until you're supposed to see it.
And I'm also very happy to report that space pussies are back, y'all.
Oh, I think I tweeted something about we went to see Alien Romulus, a.k.a. Space Gynecology 101.
I am happy to report
the space pussies are all over.
Space pussies are popping. Pussy bee popping. And everything is gooey.
Oh, yes. Slimy, gooey, acidy.
Gooey, gross, and whatever. It's exactly what you would want. It's what you would want. I really thought it was enjoyable.
I've seen people say they didn't care about the characters, but I feel like I did care about the main two characters.
Yeah. Because there was in the beginning, I was starting to think that I was like, oh no, I've made a horrible mistake because I'm not going to be able to watch the treatment.
Yeah.
But even that was like, I could do it. If I could do it, if that's something that bothers you, like you could do it. Because I really
so you don't get attached to all the characters, but I don't feel like you do in any of the Alien movies. There's certain characters you're supposed to get attached to and some that are kind of expendable that you like them.
Crew expendable.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, it follows the formula of an Alien movie. But I mean, what do you want it to do?
It does. So, I mean, go see it. Let us know what you think. If you have any kind of comments, get at us on our phone number.
702-720-3666.
But yeah, that was like, we went fresh. We went opening fucking day.
We made sure. We went to see it right away.
Because I wasn't going to be able to. I told you. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to like miss spoilers.
And no, we did not buy the popcorn buckets because they're $35 empty.
Right, for an empty.
And we're 40-something-year-old ladies. And what are we going to do with these big popcorn buckets?
Shoving that fucking popcorn under my nose. Like, you want some? And I told him, even before we left, I'm like, the smell of fucking popcorn and the thing, like it.
That's hilarious because you know what your husband said when he was over here last night? I got that big ass popcorn and Tessa barely touched it. If I would have known that, I would have got a smaller one.
Motherfucker, I told you. I'm like, the smell of popcorn. Because I worked at a movie theater.
Right.
Like, my pants smelled like that. Mm-hmm. It's like a permeating smell and it's disgusting and I don't like it.
That's funny. I don't know like how he didn't hear you, but apparently.
Well, because that motherfucker don't listen.
Well, there you go. Proof
positive. But he did ask me if I wanted one and he was fully prepared to purchase me one if I had said yes. So there is that.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, dude. I'm like, because for a second I was like, ooh, really? You're going to buy it for me? And I was like, no.
That's
again,
all right.
what am I going to do with it?
Yeah.
What am I going to do with it? I'll buy like some other cool. I wore my Nostromo cruise shirt.
Yes.
And I put my little pin on. Came all dressed.
Yeah, I didn't have any alien gear, unfortunately. Did you watch any other new movies this week? Because I only watched shows.
No, I told you that Furiosa was out, so I watched that again, but I didn't watch anything.
I know, and
new.
I was going to try to watch it so we could talk about it, and
I know, and then you weren't able.
But I did watch the new series that's not fully out yet. It's 6 or 7 episodes are out of Sunny on Apple TV.
Oh yeah, you said that was good. Where did we see that?
We were when I was just looking for what's new. We went through the Apple TV, like the previews,
trailers and whatever.
And it's an A24 production,
right?
Starring Rashida Jones,
and I love her.
And it's a dark comedy, but it's so this woman's living in Japan. She moves there and meets a man and gets married and has a kid. Mm-hmm. And when the movie opens, you see like a robot murdering somebody. And then it goes to her, and her husband and child have just died in a plane crash, and she's now like alone in Japan with nobody that she knows except for her husband's mom.
Yeah.
And then she gets delivered a homebot, which is like the one you saw killing somebody in the beginning.
Yeah.
And she doesn't like robots, and she now has this robot that supposedly her husband meant for her to have. And so then it goes on, but like the Yakuza's involved.
I know when you kept telling me like, and then this, and then this. I'm
it's a half hour, like a 35-minute series. So you totally just can binge it.
Right.
And like I said, it's still mid season 1. So I didn't complete it, but I watched all the ones that are available.
Yeah.
But I think it's good. It's not a comedy. Like there's not really laugh out loud moments, but because Rashida Jones is doing her dry, sarcastic.
Yeah. It's wry.
Yeah. So I definitely recommend that one. I watched the 4 episodes of the new Night Court with John Larroquette.
Oh.
So that's the only original cast member so far is John Larroquette.
Yeah.
But it is in the same set as it looks all exactly
Everything
the same as the original Night Court. And the premise is Harry has died and his daughter is now a judge. And it's the blonde girl from I didn't really watch too much of this, but when I looked her up, she's from The Big Bang Theory, not the main one that's in the romance, but she plays one of the girlfriends later on, like a nerdy blonde girl.
I could not.
But she does a really good job of being like a believable Harry Anderson's daughter.
Okay.
Like she's quirky, she's lovable, she does magic.
Oh,
you know what I mean? They made sure she was
case.
like a daddy's girl, and John Larroquette comes back to be a defense attorney this time instead of a prosecutor, but he's still very much
John Larroquette.
Yes, that character. And it's not great.
John Larroquette character.
I'm not gonna. It's not as good as the original Night Court.
Well, of course it isn't. Of course it isn't.
But just to throw on, and just as a little light sitcom or whatever, it wasn't annoying.
Okay,
you know what I mean. It didn't make me angry that it existed.
Did we talk about it on one of these about the new Matlock?
No, I don't think so.
And how Kathy Bates is Matlock?
Oh, maybe we did. That's right. I think we might. When does that happen? Do you know?
I have no idea. I was like blown out of the water. Just
That's crazy.
I was like,
yeah, I'll watch the hell out of that.
Well, I mean, if it's like a fun little crime drama, like how I like it,
and you love us some Kathy Bates.
I do love me some Kathy Bates.
And since I was on a new Night Court kick, I figured I might as well try the new Frasier.
Oh my goodness!
Because I got the Frasier reruns on all the time.
She hears the blues a calling all the time.
And scrambled eggs. I can't help it.
In fact, oh no, it's Cheers right now that's on the television.
It's always either Cheers.
I know.
Frasier.
Every time I come over here, I'm like,
that's
what you watching?
On at this time of
Cheers.
Night. Mm-hmm.
Oh, what you watching? Frasier.
Pretty much. So that is almost unwatchable.
Is it really?
They're using this canned laughter.
Oh.
That's so too much for the moment.
Who's all in it? Is it everybody?
So far, it's just Frasier. Okay. And then Lilith shows up for one episode.
Okay.
Niles is not in it. Of course, the dad is not in it. I'm sure he's
right. Well, he's dead
by now.
Yeah. The dog is also dead.
The son is in it, but it's not played by the original son, despite the original son still being an actor. Which I feel like is kind of fucked.
That's kind of fucked.
Why not use original Frederick? And the only reason I can think is that the premise is that despite growing up with his parents being Frasier and Lilith Crane, Frederick grew up to be a fireman.
Oh.
And he's a big kind of buff. I'm not super buffy, but he's not what
he's a bigger man. Like he didn't, the person was him.
I think maybe he doesn't fit the bill as far as believable for a fireman.
Got you.
And so he's kind of estranged from Frasier and has moved away. And then Frasier saunters back into town and is going to be I think he's like a psychology professor or maybe it's a broadcasting professor. I don't know, but he teaches at a college.
Okay.
But the laugh track is so over the top. And it was almost okay at first, and then the longer I watched, the more I was just like,
You can't.
I don't think I can watch. I think I saw 4 or 5 episodes.
Frasier's fine, but I wasn't.
I don't know why I even like it. I didn't watch it when it was on.
Oh, I'm gonna. Yeah, my mom did.
I don't think my parents even did. I think they watched Cheers, but I don't think they watched Frasier.
She watched Cheers. She watched Frasier.
And then I think maybe 5 or 10 years ago, Chris was like, it was just on streaming somewhere. And he's like, let's watch Frasier. Like, let's just watch the whole thing. And I was like, all right. And he put it on. And now it's just one of those, like
Things
a comfort show in a way where it's like, 'cause I don't have to pay attention.
Exactly. You could just put it on in the background. It's all fine. Like, it's not like it's unwatchable.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
it's not like my favorite show ever or anything.
No.
But in comparison, no. This, I don't know what.
It's not good.
I don't know what all it is that bothers me. Oh, it also bothers me to see Frasier Crane in sensible old man tennis shoes.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
The real Frasier Crane would never.
No, he would never.
You're not going to catch him in like.
Seen in some fucking New Balances? I think the fuck not.
Exactly. Like if you want me to buy this shit, you better put him in some leather loafers or something.
He needs some hard shoes.
So I would say give new Night Court a try if you're just looking for something super light and fluffy and you love John Larroquette.
The new Frasier.
But you could probably skip the new Frasier.
Well, I did watch. I told you that because you know I love my garbage.
Oh yes, your reality shows.
Oh my god!
Tell me, girl. The Amish.
That's the wildest one. It's a Forbidden Love, I believe it's called, on Discovery Plus, which I think you can also get on Max.
Okay.
Which is so you can watch it if you want to.
If I want to.
But like, it's interfaith couples. So one of them is like he was Amish.
We know
and
it's
now
Amish.
He's not Amish no more. And his wife, or they're married and she's about to have a baby or whatever. She's something else. She's English. There you go.
Church of England.
She was flossing his teeth because his whole cover, like he doesn't know like how to do things. So she flosses his teeth. And then she goes on to say that his hygiene's not so hot. And that he doesn't know how to pull back his foreskin.
Oof.
So she tells all of television
that you got to stink dick.
That his dick stinks. And that she needs to floss his teeth. And he has a porn addiction to which he drives around the corner to go jerk off in an empty fucking parking lot. I cannot believe.
That's insane.
He must have been Amish because how could he know how many people was going to see this on television?
Right?
Because, I mean, I know not everybody watches this bullshit.
But
this
at
is garbage.
least probably 500,000 or more people saw that.
A lot of people see this shit.
Yeah.
Dude, like, they're going to know. They'll be like, hey, steak dick.
He doesn't understand
Horse
TV.
fucker.
He thinks
because that's another thing. She asked him, like, oh, so, like, have you ever, because all this porn, I don't know, like, you ever look at a horse and get, like, aroused? And, like, the way that he responds, it's like, well, wait, what'd you see? Like, no.
You been up in my search history?
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Like his reaction made it seem like she might have found something in it, and that's why she was asking. And she was like, well, did you know people that he's like, oh yeah, like I knew a lot of people that did it, but I never did that shit. And like whatever, like when you're Amish and you can't like finger a fucking the dicks once. You can't finger the dicks once.
Aren't they Mennonites?
Oh, that's Mennonites. That's right. The dicks are Mennonites once.
No, she's going to keep saying once after every sentence for the rest of the show now, just so you know. Be prepared.
Once. So yeah, that was fucking insane. I'm sure they played that stuff up for television, but that's why I love that garbage.
Once would hope.
I wish for my meats to fill your mouth once.
Oh, watch Letterkenny, you guys. That's old, but a new season is coming up, so we'll talk about that. Isn't the last season coming up, or did they?
I thought the last season.
Or was that the last one? I thought there was one more coming.
Oh, maybe there is one more coming. One more coming.
One more coming.
One more fucking Donnybrook. One more fucking tarps off. One
there
more
better
fucking
be. Oh, them
button
snapping them sleeves.
There's something so erotic about
what is it?
Snapping those sleeves like that. I don't know.
That's not new to us, but if you haven't seen Letterkenny, go to Hulu and watch it.
You should at least check it out. That bar fight to fuck the pain away.
Ooh,
come on.
Come
on.
Did you watch any other reality
no.
TV?
No, I mean outside of my teenage pregnancies and my fucking.
So then let's talk about the news that's new to us.
News that's new to us. Well, you did see that there have been arrestuses
in the Matthew Perry death.
And
did not see that coming. When I saw that there was a thing that said there was like a criminal investigation, I was like, oh, I just thought he like took too much medication and drowned in his hot tub. Like, I didn't know there was any foul play.
That's what they wanted you to think. Well, I don't think there was necessarily, I mean, it was like ongoing foul play, apparently.
Yeah, he got like...
Allegedly, 2 of them were like doctors.
Yeah.
They were saying that shit that, it was ketamine, and they weren't sure if he was like being prescribed, because you could be prescribed ketamine in whatever, if you're rich, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it was to prescribe ketamine.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's used for. But and they were doing that, but they had just shown his assistant how to
shoot him up with
him.
Yeah, so injecting ketamine, not even snorting or swallowing it like in a pill.
Yeah,
I would have thought it would have been pills, not liquid ketamine.
Right,
so that's straight up horse tranquilizer, right?
Seriously,
if you're injecting it,
that's
insane.
bad. Well, like, because I was also saying too, like, because he had died in the jacuzzi. Like, you got to be careful.
Yes, if you get sleepy and you've had medication,
whatever. If you've done whatever, if you drown, because that was the whole thing, right? That he had like.
I think so, yeah.
Because he had a heart attack or some shit. Whatever. But these doctors were like, how much do you think?
They were texting each other. Yeah, they got text messages and between these doctors.
Telling each other, delete this shit. Because
yeah, and like, how much more you think we could charge this moron or whatever? Because he got like addicted to it. And then he had to turn to getting it off the street.
Right.
Because they weren't...
street
Because he was addicted to it.
Right.
And the last shot of ketamine before he died, his assistant gave him before he went and got in the hot tub. So, and I guess people have been...
just left, or is the assistant the one that called... Because somebody called
I don't know.
911. Somebody called the ambulance to come there.
I thought it was his housekeeper.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. I feel like
is what it was.
Well, I was just... surprised that, because I know that they've done that before, but like with other famous people, where they find out who sold them the drugs that killed them,
which they only care if you're famous.
I know, like no one's ever gonna find out who your cousin got that fentanyl from,
right?
But they'll figure out who killed Matthew Perry. It was his assistant, y'all. Apparently, allegedly.
And in a death that most likely was not drug or overdose related, Gina Rollins died this week.
Oh,
she was 94, so I think
she passed away, and she is responsible for when I say like, do me a blessing, child. She was in that Skeleton Key.
Oh yeah,
and she was like a proper Southern lady, and I was like, oh, I like that better than do me a favor. So my son, I tell him all the time, do me a blessing, child.
There you
He's
go.
like, get the paper towels out of the hall closet. I'm like, yes, please.
That's the blessing. And besides the show that's coming out that we were talking about, is there any other news? The grotesquerie?
I don't think so, but yeah, the grotesquerie, which I was interested in.
But you said it has
Travis Kelce. Fucking why?
He's not an actor, right? And this is a new Ryan Murphy thing?
It's a new Ryan Murphy thing, and Niecy Nash is in it. I
love me some Niecy Nash.
Yeah, I do love her. And who else did it say? It had like...
I know. I'm trying to find the message that I sent you with the link, and I don't know why are you not coming up in my fucking DMs?
What is this?
How long ago was it?
No, where the fuck? I swear I was looking it up. Nope. That was something else. No, that was something else.
But yeah, I don't know why they're putting Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I don't know how come he gets to be in a Ryan Murphy. I guess because it's a Ryan Murphy. I usually like his things.
Yeah.
When he does things, I like his things.
Oh, yeah, there it is. So new horror series, Grotesquerie, set September premiere date from executive producer Ryan Murphy. And then I had sent you also... if you wanted to talk about George Clooney having some choice words for Quentin Tarantino.
It was not even choice words.
What are you talking about? I've done movies this millennium.
Speaking of them two, though, George Clooney and Brad Pitt, did you see that photo shoot?
Oh, for that new, they're doing, is it a movie on like Apple TV or something? Wolves?
Yeah, they're doing some... Which I was like, is it like The Wolf?
Which, it seems like it is. It's like The Wolf from
like
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
like they're cleaners. but they're in competition with each other, and they both show up to the same crime scene or something, trying to fix it, and then they're all,
I know, it's
we
like
want to kiss, we want to fuck, but we're mad or whatever.
But yeah, this photo shoot, this black and white photo shoot with these turtleneck sweaters.
Oh my God.
They look like a lesbian couple debuting their new Wienerramer that they got that they're going to take on the dog show trail.
Oh no, I did not see the photo shoot.
It's so bad. I mean, like, whatever, like, I don't know. They're both like objectively handsome, I guess.
Oh yeah, they're good looking dudes.
Well, I mean, Brad Pitt apparently is
a piece of shit.
A piece of shit.
I don't know, man. Everybody, it seems like, is a piece of shit these days.
Everybody's a piece of shit.
Let's just all agree that everybody's a piece of shit.
Pretty much. Everybody, I'm a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit.
It is known.
It is known. We're all pieces of shit in the grand toilet of the world.
And we are actually going to get out of the house again next week before we come at you again. We are going to the
come at you again
from the interactive Beetlejuice experience.
We're going to the Beetlejuice experience next weekend.
So we'll post some pictures from that because I believe that's the whole point of this thing.
Right, I think it's just
things set up for you to do photo shoots. So we're going to try to get a little dressed up.
Sure.
At least in
if we're going to be photographed.
Yes, yes.
You must.
And we're going to go out to Los Angeles, to LA.
We're going to LA.
And we're going to take some photos and see that. I'm hoping it's as cool as that press junket thing. If you guys didn't see the Beetlejuice really press junket, they did like the afterlife, like not the waiting room, which that might have been in there, but the hallway.
The hallway was like in there. It's like all
it was all lit the same and
it looked really cool. So hopefully, I think I saw that Peaches Christ had gone to some. It might have been that thing.
Oh, really? The press junket thing? Yeah, probably. Yeah. And on the topic of Beetlejuice, I tried the haunted apple Beetlejuice Fanta.
Yeah.
It was
Fanta. Don't
disgusting.
Disgusting.
It tasted like a Yankee Candle for fall.
It was a wax melt, you said?
Yeah, it was like an apple. It was supposed to be like a spiced apple, like an apple cinnamon sort of, but it was
like when you got that drink, that witch's brew
drink. It was very similar to that, where I just went like, this tastes like potpourri. I was like,
gnawing on potpourri. It's like a cinnamon broom that you get from Trader Joe's.
Yes. So yeah, I don't know. I've seen some people online say they like it. And but I love me some spiced apple, but I would have rather sour apple. I don't know why spice. I mean,
not in this heat.
But I was like, yeah, that feels haunted. That feels like a haunted apple, all right. Like an apple died.
It's death for the dead.
And the other ones are not special flavors.
They're just
and they don't have Lydia. They have Delia. And they have, what's her name? Wednesday Addams. I don't know what her character name is.
Astrid.
And Astrid is orange, just regular Fanta orange. And Delia's pineapple. And I think those are the only ones.
I do like pineapple.
You're telling me there's not a Lydia Dietz flavor?
I know.
What?
That's weird.
Come on, Fanta.
Want a Fanta? Where's Lydia?
Yeah, seriously. I'm trying to think. I feel like there was something else new.
What else new?
And now I can't remember what it was.
I don't know.
Oh, well.
It's gone.
It's not in my notes, whatever it was. So
right.
Oh, I did watch. Yet I'm keeping up with Time Bandits for y'all.
Oh, really?
Despite
what she does for us.
I just have to make sure. I got to get to the end to know whether, like, is there any redeeming. And I'm telling you, besides this kid being cute, and besides the ones with, oh my God, why I just forget it? Jermaine.
Oh, yeah.
And he was not in this episode at all.
Again.
And again, it was Taika as the Supreme Being acting like a big old dope. Reading prayers, being like, oh, this kid wants me to make him not sick anymore. How am I supposed to do that? Chuck it. And I just don't remember that being any part of the premise of the original movie. I watched it recently, and they didn't show him long enough to make him out to be a dumbass. But they're making him out to be a dumbass. I don't know.
Weird.
It's a weird choice. You're going to put yourself in the role of Supreme Being, but then you're going to do it in a way where you seem like an idiot. Yeah.
You're not being very supreme right now.
And when they show him, he's not even talking about the Time Bandits. He's doing other shit. So why are you even showing him unless he's part of this whole trying to catch? Because in the first one, he's trying to get his map back. or in the movie, that's the whole thing is they're running from him because he's trying to get his map. Every time they show him talking, he's got his 2 assistants in their little matching cloud outfits, and he's not talking about anything to do with what's happening in the show. And I'm like, whereas the evil one, Jermaine, is watching them like how it is in the movie, watching them in his little scrying mirror or whatever he's doing and like seeing what they're up to. But yeah, so I don't know. I've seen some people say they thought it's fun. I mean, visually, it's great. Like, the places they go, it's cool, and the effects and all that stuff. Go. But yeah, I don't know that I could wholeheartedly recommend. No, I don't.
Cannot recommend.
Still not on the bandwagon.
Cannot recommend. She's gonna watch it though. She's gonna stick it out.
I'm gonna stick it out, you guys.
She's gonna stick it out.
Watch it to the end.
Well, now that you've started,
I know I might as well. I think I'm like halfway through.
I do know that. Twisters is now streaming.
We should rent that now. So I might that as well maybe. So I'll try to watch Furiosa this week.
Yeah, because that you could just watch, and then maybe I would recommend that. That one was a lot of fun. I know what Liana was saying, but it's really just a little bit.
Oh, I don't care about that.
It's really just a little bit. It's not a kissing book. It's really just a little bit.
Is this a kissing book, Grandpa?
No, just a little.
In the apocalypse.
Just a little.
So yeah, if you have any other recommendations, 702-720-DOOM. You can call, text, and if you call, it's just a voicemail. Don't get scared.
No one's gonna pick it up.
Nobody's
gonna pick it up. Talk to our moms.
No.
Like...
You don't have to ask if Doom Generation's home. You just say whatever you want to say, and you don't have to say who you are, even if you don't want to.
You can. You could be anybody.
But you could be a character, or if you do want to say who you are, we'll play that too on the message. And that pretty much wraps
it up for this week in Doom. So we'll talk at you next time. Later, Doomers.